Start.
Hello everyone, how are you guys? As I promised, we are back with a live session and जैसे कि मैंने कहा था इस बार हम मैट फिनिश केक विदाउट मशीन ट्राई करने वाले हैं. टू बी फ्रैंक फ्रेंड्स, मैंने ये केक थोड़े दिन पहले फेसबुक पे देखा एंड आई लाइक्ड इट. सो आई ट्राइड द होम, जो भी हमारे पास घर पे चीज़ें हैं उससे मैंने ये मैट फिनिश लाने का ट्राई किया, बट इट वॉज नॉट वर्किंग एज विद द मशीन. Then I saw a few videos and then I came up with this idea. So this may not be the exact matte effect which you will get with the machine, but it is quite closer to it. So let the notifications go and we'll wait for some more time, and just let me know if I'm audible, and if you have logged in, just say send me a hi. So we'll wait for another 5 minutes. So till then you can just ping me and tell me if I'm audible. Also today we will be doing some whipped cream flowers also, so it will be a fun session today. So pop up all your questions, queries related to whipped cream flowers, whipped cream, and this matte effect cake which we will be discussing. Just send me a hi guys, and from where you're watching. So I can see a few of them have logged in. So shall we start with the session? So guys, this is our chocolate cake which we have prepared. So as you can see, there is a coating of chocolate on it, to which if I touch, it is still slightly wet. So thing is, to get that matte effect, what you have to do is you have to make this chocolate sauce first. So this chocolate sauce is very simple. It's just a 2 ingredient sauce, that is your chocolate and your oil. So the proportions are, if you are using dark chocolate or white chocolate or any color chocolate, the proportions will remain same. So it is 200 grams of chocolate to any non colored oil which doesn't have a smell. So any oil you can use. Also you can use butter. So I have just put 200 grams of chocolate dark compound and 50 grams of oil. So that's the proportion for this chocolate sauce which I have poured. So once you prepare your cake can be any sponge, any icing on it. It can be buttercream, ganache, or your whipped cream. You can use any kind of cake, and what you have to do is just pour that chocolate sauce over that cake. It has to be chilled. Your cake has to be chilled when you're pouring the sauce, and after you pour the sauce you have to keep it for resting for at least 30 minutes in the fridge. Okay, so let it set. As you can see, it is looking quite set. It is not hard because we have added oil in it. It will be soft when you cut into the cake. It will not be a hard cake to be which you have to cut. So this will be a very soft cake because we have added oil. Once the fat is incorporated in the chocolate, it will become very soft. So what we need is, the logic behind the matte finish cake is your it is like water droplets on your cake, as the water droplet stays on any plant's leaf, like that. So the logic is, you have to separate water and oil. That's it. So oil we have already added to the chocolate, and chocolate also has some fat content into it. So now when we spray some liquid onto it which is non-oily, will not absorb into it. It will settle like droplets on it. That's it. So that's the matte finish cake. To spray I'm not using any big machines. This is very handy small spray bottle which I'll be using. So in this what I have is water and vanilla cold glaze. So I have used Vision brand vanilla cold glaze. The proportion for this is for a half a cup of water I have used 3 tablespoons of vanilla cold glaze. So for half a cup of water, 3 tablespoons of vanilla cold glaze. You can increase the proportion if you are using, you can make it to 50-50 proportions if you are using a spray machine. A bigger machine, not the spray gun what we use for coloring or for fondant. You can use, if you are using a paint kind of a big machine, spray paint machine, then you can go to a 50-50 proportion, and if the weather is cold in your area, you can warm it a bit and then pour it into that machine and then start spraying. But if you are using a spray bottle like this, the proportion I have told you will work. If your spray bottles also have variations, so if the spray bottle is stronger and it can spray very stiff material also, then you can also go for 50-50 proportions, that is 50% water, 50% vanilla cold glaze. So right now what I have used is half a cup of water. This is not half a cup, I have just taken a portion out of it. So half a cup of water, to that I have added 3 tablespoons of vanilla cold glaze. So we'll just start spraying and you can see the effect. I'm just tilting my cake a bit. Spray from far so that your effect comes out nice. It will be a messy job, so better you do it in your kitchen counter. I have to show you, so I have brought it here. Okay, see the effect. Can you see? So did you like the effect? Just send me a reply. This will set in some time, so just give some time to it and it will settle down. Okay, so this is your matte finish. So I have used quite a short board for this, so that not whole of my board doesn't get messy. And now I'll transfer it to another cleaner board. So here is your matte finish cake without machine. Okay, so we'll decorate this with our whipped cream flowers, which I'll show you now. So to start with, see, this is the nozzle I'm using. This is called the sunflower nozzle. So with this I'll be making a sunflower, not exactly sunflower, it is a dahlia flower. So we'll make a dahlia with this. See, it has a curve like this. So what I have done is, I have not colored the whipping cream, I have just colored the piping bag. When the piping bag is empty, you can put some color, you can rub with your hand the piping bag, and then you can fill your color, so that you don't have to waste color on coloring the whole whipping cream white. You can use any brand of whipping cream. Only thing is, like for making flowers, don't beat it to a very stiff consistency. So we'll start with the flower. I'll just get some base. just made a small base. 1 second guys. One minute guys, I'll be back, just 2 minutes. So since the cream was lying here for a long time, it has got air in it. So what I'm doing is, I'll just mix it again. I'm just smoothing the cream. You can see it has got all the pale pink color to it. That is fine. See, now the cream is soft. Can you see? So we need this type of cream. So I am making, we have already made actually, we were making the matte finish cake, to which I'll be decorating with our flower. So you should get these kind of peaks in your flower, then your cream is perfect. If your cream is not giving you this kind of peaks, that means your cream is stiff or it has got air bubble, as I had shown you in my cream it had also got. So if that is the case with you also, just mix your cream again and it will be fine. If you are working with a smaller nozzle, make sure your tip is always clean. After doing till here, so this was our cake. So I'm going to place this into my cake, not exactly in the center because my matte effect has to be seen. So it's not finished yet. So what we'll be doing is like, so now you can rotate also, and you have already placed your flower, so you don't have to worry about the flower falling off. Just go from down to up, give some pressure, and your flower will be ready. in summers cream tends to melt while working. How to deal with that? Yes, so cream melting is a very common issue with the cream. Right now also I'm not also working in AC, I'm just working with a fan. So it's a quite a big problem. So to handle that, what you can do is you can whip your cream when you require it. You can't store whip the cream and store it for longer, because it will not stay. And even if it's melting, what you can do is you can rebeat it, pour some fresh another cream, a small portion of cream, and beat it again till you achieve stiff peaks. So then it will be fine. So this is your flower ready. So I'm just gonna put some red in the center. These are spray colors what I'm using here right now. So this is the look you'll achieve. So this is our cake. So now the next flower, I'll see if the cream is proper. See, the cream is not proper. You can make out, you can see the air bubbles. So for every cream we have to beat it and tick. So this is happening because of the heat. So we'll just take another color. Okay, I'm using the same bowl because this is just for practice purpose, so I can show you in the same color. Yes, dear. One person is asking, can we use this flower on your cupcakes? Definitely you can do that. And cupcakes, it will be more easier because when you do it for cupcakes, you can hold the cupcake in your hand directly. You don't have to use any rose nail or any turntable or nothing. You can hold the cupcake directly in your hand and you can pipe out the flour. So as you can see the consistency, it's very soft. So for flowers, we need this type of consistency. So what I did is just made a round. I've just made a round like this. I'm piping the whipped cream and made a circle. So after this is also this is also a rose petal nozzle, you can see. This is the smaller size I'm using. This is Noor 11. The nozzle number is Noor 11. So this is with this I'll be making small flowers like this. Always you need a base. So now the next flower is a flat flower, so I have made a flat base. So just go round and come back, round and come back. Okay, this is the powder color yellow. So here's your flower. So just open your scissor, insert, keep it wherever you want. With the rose nail support, I'm just dropping it. Okay. In this, you can go as smaller you want to make or as bigger you want. Okay. So just out, in, out, in. Okay. Okay, open and place it. Okay, see the flowers. If your cream is looking bubbly and still you're making flowers, it will not have that smooth finish on them. So make sure your cream is soft, not too soft that you can't even pipe out the flowers. So this is another rose petal nozzle which has just a smaller curve to it. So we'll make roses with this. First base, then always see to that the thinner portion, there will be two sides to this nozzle, one will be thick and one will be thin. So thinner portion has to be always up. Your petal should look delicate from the outer side, not the inner one. So you have to hold it like this, just go around, make a cone. Not proper, one more. Just make a cone like this, then 1, 2, 3. You have to close it. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. These are inward curl petals. If you want outwards, go the opposite way like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So for a rose, the petals will be always in odd numbers. So as you can see, when you hold the curl part inside, you will get the inside curled petals. When you hold the opposite way, you will get the outward curled petals. Today, due to heat, the cream is melting too fast. It has to be a bit stiffer than this. It will look more beautiful with your flowers when you have a stiffer, not too stiff, but stiffer cream. Just using powder colors. Okay, so here's your rose. I will prefer to use rich brands whipping creams. Those are more stable in all climatic conditions. So that's the cream I like. So this is not rich cream. This is Tropholite which I got in this. This is also good to start with. Everybody has their own preference of whipping creams. So just made a base, and as I told you, the thin part should be outwards always. Just moving my hands back and forth to get these petals. And in the center. I'm using the curled rose one. And with this also back and up and down motion, I'm making a circle. Okay. Fine. So you can put inside some chocolate semolina, so that you will get that perfect look for the flower. Just going up and down motion. Okay. So these are the flowers. So hope you like the session. So if you have any questions related to whipped cream or anything else, you can come up with it. So for more flowers and leaves, I have a video posted on my YouTube channel, The Baker's Table. So you can go to my channel. One second, I'll just clean up this. So I have shown a very better flowers than this on my YouTube channel. So go to my YouTube channel, you will get a full video on different types of flowers. There are other flowers and piping techniques as well on my YouTube channel. Then for beginners it is there for piping techniques as well as the whipped cream flowers. This cream was bit melted, so I couldn't do more on this because with the temperature it is getting more loose. So for whipped cream you have to work immediately as soon as you whip the cream. So as we waited for some time to this work with this matte finish cake, so the cream got a bit loose. So to avoid that, as soon as you make the cream, make the flowers. So for flowers and piping techniques, there is a video available on my page, not on my page actually, on my YouTube channel. I'll share the link on my page as well today. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, the Baker's Table, on YouTube and on Facebook as well. Please like my channel and follow my page. Also I'm available on Instagram with the user ID Jyoti Zakle at 211, or you can search for the Baker's Table, you'll find it. So thank you for watching, and bye bye, take care.